I'd like to start by saying a big thank you for taking the time to watch this video, to help you gain more understanding regarding submitting a declaration of interest. This video has been developed by Liverpool NHS Foundation Trust, to support staff, and to assist with understanding the requirements set out in NHS England's guidance on managing conflicts of interest. In 2015, investigations highlighted the risk that some NHS workers could be perceived to be benefiting from hospitality, gifts, and payments. Following a thorough review and public consultation, in 2017 NHS England issued new guidance for all NHS bodies to implement. The guidance is to help NHS staff better report and manage conflicts of interest across the healthcare systems and to ensure consistency in dealing with them. As an NHS organisation, we want to demonstrate clear and well-communicated processes are in place to help our colleagues comply with the NHS England guidance. You are required to declare all interests promptly, within 28 days. This includes the declining of any gifts or hospitality. Senior staff must submit an annual return. There are 11 categories to define conflicts of interest. These include gifts, hospitality, outside employment, sponsorship, and clinical private practice. Hospitality, the delivery of services across the NHS relies on working with a wide range of partners. As a result, colleagues may receive hospitality. Hospitality means offers of meals, refreshments, travel, accommodation, and other expenses in relation to attendance at meetings, conferences, education, and training events, etc. You must be mindful that even hospitality of a small value may give rise to perceptions of improper behavior. You would also need manager approval if the company offering to pay for the travel and accommodation is an actual or potential supplier or contractor.
I am attending an event sponsored by Philips. They are a medical device company. They've offered to pay for my travel and accommodation. Can I accept?
You can accept modest offers to pay for travel and accommodation, but you must declare them. You would need manager approval before accepting an unusually generous offer.
Gifts. It is recognized that our patients and their families appreciate the support you provide during significant events in their lives. This may lead to you receiving a gift as a legitimate expression of gratitude. However, situations where the acceptance of gifts could give rise to a conflict of interest should be avoided. You shouldn't accept gifts that may affect, or be seen to affect, your professional judgment.
A patient has bought me a £30 gift voucher. Is it okay to accept it?
Offers of cash or vouchers should always be declined. You could suggest that they donate the voucher to the Trust charity, where it will be used to further the Trust charitable aims. Please remember, it's important to declare this offer even in cases where they have been declined.
A patient's mum has offered me a case of wine. I think it's worth around £45. I've already accepted a bottle of whiskey from them a few months ago. Can I accept it?
Because the original gift was less than £50 and it wasn't cash or gift voucher, it's fine to accept this as long as it wouldn't be seen to affect your professional judgment. But because the gifts from the same family in the past 12 months now exceed £50, it wouldn't be appropriate to accept the second gift personally. Regular gifts from the same family should be treated with caution and should only be accepted on behalf of the Trust.
Outside employment. This is employment and other engagements, outside of formal employment arrangements. This can include non-executive roles, self-employment, consultancy work, charitable trustee roles, political roles, and roles within non-profit organizations, paid advisory positions, and paid honorariums, which relate to bodies likely to do business with the Trust. You must not undertake any work or business activities which would conflict with your Trust duties and responsibilities.
Since I joined the Trust, I've set up my own company to do beauty and aesthetics. This isn't directly related to my day job. Do I still have to declare it?
Yes, you should declare any outside employment. The Trust may have legitimate reason to know about any outside engagement, even if this wouldn't be considered a conflict of interest.
Clinical private practice is considered a separate section to outside employment, for example running private patient clinics at another hospital. Donations. Acceptance of donations made by suppliers or bodies seeking to do business with the Trust should be treated with caution and not routinely accepted. In exceptional circumstances, a donation from a supplier may be accepted but should always be declared. A clear reason should be recorded as to why it was deemed acceptable, alongside the actual or estimated value.
Macmillan are raising funds for research. I'm an oncologist and I'd like to host a coffee morning to support their campaign. Can I do this?
Yes, but you need permission from your manager if you are hosting the event on site or as a representative of the Trust. You will need to issue receipts for all donations made to the fund. Donations should never be made payable to an individual.
Shareholdings, holding shares or other ownership interests can be a common way for colleagues to invest their personal time and money to seek a return on investment. However, conflicts of interest can arise when colleagues personally benefit from this investment because of their role within the trust.
I hold a small shareholding in Abbott, a large medical devices company. I don't have any controlling interest. Do I still need to declare this?
Yes, you should make a declaration whatever the size of your shareholding. It doesn't matter whether you have a controlling interest or not.
Sponsored event. Where the trust organizes seminars, conferences, etc., for which sponsorship payment is received from a body or person not part of the trust, the organizer of the event must record details of the sponsorship payment received.
I am arranging an educational event and have been offered sponsorship by a pharmaceutical company. Can I accept this?
Yes, you must have manager approval before accepting. You will also need to be transparent about the sponsor's support and make it clear on the event materials that the sponsorship doesn't equate to endorsement of the company or its products.
Sponsorship will only be approved if it would conclude that the event will result in clear benefit to the trust and the NHS.
Sponsored posts. These are positions with the trust that are funded in whole or in part by organisations external to the NHS.
I have the opportunity to establish an additional post in my team through external sponsorship. Can I do this?
You can do this as long as you have formal approval from the trust and a written agreement is in place.
Loyalty interest. Conflicts of interest can arise when decision-making is influenced subjectively, either through association with colleagues, family or organizations based on loyalty to their relationship. My wife works in a ICB in Manchester and also has a private consultancy company that provides services to the NHS. Is this something I should declare?
Yes, you should declare this even if your wife doesn't have decision-making responsibilities in the company. If in doubt, declare.
Colleagues should declare any involvement with sponsored research. This must go through the relevant health research authority or other approvals process. There must be a written protocol which specifies the nature of the services to be provided and the payment received for those services.
I have successfully applied for funding for a piece of research relating to my clinical area. Do I need to declare this?
Yes, you should declare your source of funding to the trust. The funding must not form an incentive to prescribe, supply, administer, recommend, buy, or sell any medicine, medical devices, equipment, or service.
Patents, the development and holding of patents and other intellectual property rights, allows colleagues to protect something that they create, preventing unauthorized use of products or the copying of protected ideas. We encourage innovation, therefore, this activity is welcomed. However, conflicts of interest can arise when colleagues who hold patents and other intellectual property rights are involved in decision-making and procurement.
I'm developing a quality improvement design for my specialty. I want to use some of my non-contact time for this. The finished product will benefit my team. Do I need to declare this?
Yes, you'll need to seek permission before entering into any development, research, or work on pathway agreements which impact on the trust time or uses its equipment or resources.
Please remember that the declaration of interest process is in place to not only protect the integrity of the trust, but also to protect individuals by demonstrating openness and honesty. A declaration of interest register is securely maintained and sections of it published on our website to demonstrate transparency. This register is also cross-matched with the Association of the British Pharmaceutical Industry. Our ESR system enables colleagues to make their declarations online simply, quickly, and easily, using a PC, tablet, or mobile phone. For more information and guidance, please refer to the Trust intranet page, select Corporate Information Compliance, then Conflicts of Interest. Here you will find Managing Conflicts of Interest Policy, guidance on how to complete via ESR, and frequently asked questions. If you are uncertain whether a conflict of interest exists or require advice on what measures could be taken to mitigate the conflict, further guidance can be sought by emailing doi@liverpoolft.nhs.uk. If you require more information, please see details below. Thank you for watching.